William returns from the capital, bearing secrets that threaten to shift the balance of power. The snow powder, a volatile substance of destruction, becomes the centerpiece of a desperate strategic debate as the family realizes their rivals are already one step ahead. Beyond the safety of their walls, the family conducts grim experiments. They test the power of the snow powder against stone and wood, discovering that while it struggles against masonry, it tears through timber with terrifying efficiency. A brush with disaster turns into a realization. As a stray spark races toward their supply, William and his kin narrowly escape a premature blast that leaves the earth upturned and the stone wall cracked, revealing the destructive potential of their invention. In Baymard, life moves toward a different horizon. The students of the public school prepare for their final field trips, searching for their future callings in a city reborn through industry and innovation. The journey leads Henry to the heart of Baymard's infrastructure. Surrounded by cutting-edge glass buildings, he listens as Mrs. Rena describes the complex work of a plant operator, finding the spark of a true calling. What begins as disgust at the sight of sewage ends in a profound revelation. Henry watches the magic of science turn waste into life-giving water, cementing his desire to become a steward of this vital industry. With new trade and new slaves arriving, Landon sets his sights on the next stage of growth. 2 new academies are born, one for police and another for guards, designed to keep the peace in a rapidly changing world. The new recruits face a rigorous path ahead. Landon demands discipline and knowledge, creating a structure that mirrors the military's own, ensuring that Baymard's future protectors are as capable as they are brave. Infrastructure remains the spine of Baymard's success. Landon directs the construction of a new printing industry, knowing that efficient, electrically powered machines will soon replace their manual burdens. Innovations extend from heavy machinery to the smallest personal needs. Landon introduces toothpaste and modern brushes, replacing rough salt and twigs with scientific solutions to ensure the health of his citizens. To solve the logistical struggle of heavy deliveries, Landon unveils corrugated cardboard. Simple, light, and durable, these boxes will soon become the standard for the city's blossoming trade industry. The expansion of the city wall takes Landon to the edge of the deep forest. As machines churn the earth, the shadow of the wilderness watches back, unseen eyes tracking the progress of human ambition. The forest strikes back. A Hangal, a beast of nightmare proportions, ambushes the work crew. Moby fights for his life, while Rico freezes, his courage fractured by the fear of harming his comrade. The beast is slain, but the victory feels hollow. Landon recognizes the dangerous crack in his men's resolve. They are masters of the target, but children when the lives of their comrades are on the line. A new training initiative begins. Landon conceptualizes the simunition gun, a tool of paint and metal designed to bridge the gap between training and reality, forcing his men to feel the sting of failure before they face the enemy. Unseen by the city, a new threat arrives. Obadiah, a slave trader of predatory instinct, approaches Baymard with 20 men. They mistake the city's humble appearance for weakness, planning to harvest its people like ripe fruit. The wolf arrives in shepherd's clothing. Obadiah offers grand, empty promises of wealth and a promised land, unaware that he is standing before the very man who holds the fate of the city in his hands. The facade shatters. When Landon dares to question his wealth and power, Obadiah's charm evaporates into a violent temper. He believes his master's name alone will strike fear into the hearts of these peasants. The arrogance of the slave traders is met with the cold precision of Baymard's reality. A signal is given, and the black metal sticks, guns unknown to the traders, are raised in a line of final judgment. Pain, sudden and sharp, marks the end of their hubris. The traders fall, their confidence shattered by the burning fire of the bullets. Even in defeat, they demand weapons, driven by a greed that clouds their impending demise. There is no mercy for those who trade in human life. As the final shots ring out, Landon ensures the threat is extinguished forever, their bodies destined for the medical academy rather than a grave. The traders' belongings hold a map to a hell beneath the earth. Letters reveal the sickening games of the underground entertainment centers in Corona, fueling Landon's resolve to purge the world of such cruelty. The dark business of the world is momentarily forgotten as the castle glows. Citizens gather for Landon's birthday, a celebration that weaves a sense of unity and hope through the fabric of Baymard. Laughter fills the hall as the cake is cut, and the people toast to a king who brought them out of the cold. For one night, the burdens of history are lifted by the spirit of a community that finally knows its worth. But shadows persist in the empire. In the capital, the eldest princess, Jeanette, prepares for her own dark celebration. She sees her path to the throne through a marriage that is merely a prelude to a patricide. In her final moments of innocence, Jeanette makes an oath of love, unaware that the wine she drinks contains her demise. She trusts Anthony with her life, failing to see the betrayal etched into his cold gaze. The room becomes a stage for cruelty. Carrie and Anthony shed their masks, revealing their hidden affair and the orchestrated betrayal that has stripped Jeanette of everything she held dear. Betrayal is the final curtain. As Sir Death delivers the fatal blow, Jeanette makes a final, silent oath to the universe. Even in death, she will never let herself be shackled by love again. Back in Baymard, science continues to demand its due. Landon guides his students through the grim reality of anatomy, stripping away the mysteries of death to sharpen the tools of the healers. The cycle of growth never ceases. Landon leads his men into the final scenario training, forging bonds of iron through simulated war, ensuring that when the real threat finally arrives, Baymard will be ready.